Welcome back to Screen. H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds has inspired many storytellers, from Orson Welles' infamous radio play to a 70s musical and a Hollywood blockbuster from Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise. So, Graham, tell us about the latest incarnation of this classic tale.
All right, Margaret. This new version of the H.G. Wells story, first published in serial format in Pearson's magazine in 1897, is certainly different to anything we've seen before. Wells' story, a template for many such alien invasion stories to follow. And this time it's adapted by Peter Harness, best known for his writing on Doctor Who, and directed by the experienced British director Craig Viverius, best known for the BBC's classy 2015 adaptation of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, and the serial killer drama Rillington Place. Wells wrote the book in the first place to prick the paranoid guilt of the Imperial British, which seems to be the aim of this new adaptation, though it's hard to know from the first episode, a rather infuriating and meandering affair. Almost all adaptations of H.G. Wells' story, including the Spielberg movie, have been set in the contemporary time in which the project was produced. But Harness sets his reimagining in the Victorian setting of the source material, recreating the original in a way that's not often been seen. In classic British fashion, the minister in London, who is filling in for the absent Prime Minister, upon being informed that a strange object has landed from above, insists that there's nothing to be worried about. This is after he's been assured it couldn't possibly be the Russians, who are currently causing a fuss attacking British ships up in the North Sea. After all, it might just be a shooting star that extinguished itself near the sleepy town of Woking in Surrey, or a small meteorite that has caused a local forest fire. But tell that to George, Rafe Spall, and Amy, Eleanor Tomlinson, two young lovers ostracised from formal society, trying to establish a new life for themselves, after George, a London journalist, has left his embittered wife and a miserable marriage, largely engineered by his well-to-do family, his brother Rupert Graves, a bigwig at the Admiralty, or their friend Ogilvy, Robert Carlyle, an astronomer and scientist, who was the first to see some explosive plumes that he telescopically spots on the surface of Mars. Soon after, they're witness to the landing of a giant meteorite containing a cylinder that lands in the rural countryside where George and Amy have settled. Before long, heat rays emanate from the cylinder, devastating the crowds that gather. And George and Amy are on the run from a group of massive, newly assembled tripodal war machines, looming mechanisms designed to exterminate human beings with remorseless rapidity and efficiency. Unlike the machines, the series is a creaky, rather wobbly piece of work, though the cast battle as manfully as their characters as they attempt to survive the invasion with some credibility intact.
Yes, this is a rather plodding affair, I found, and actually quite confusing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, geographically and story-wise, and also, these flash forwards to the future. I mean,
that didn't make any sense.
Why do that? That's so... It just adds to the confusion.
Well, the first flash forward occurs about 2/3 of the way through, and you wonder, where are we suddenly now? I mean, let's go back and have another look.
It's really ill-conceived, that. I didn't believe in a lot of the interactions between the characters. I think the visual effects are actually very effective. That was the one good thing I thought about it.
The creatures are terrific, aren't they?
Yeah. And, the explosions and the balls and the whatever.
And the look of the cylinder, the Victorian sort of quality of it.
I mean, I've never read The War of the Worlds. Shame. But it's not... That sort of dystopian stuff doesn't appeal to me all that much. But I did research it. And it was... it was like Wells was inspired, apparently, by the decimation of the Aboriginal population in Tasmania.
Yeah.
And, that whole idea of Britain that had established, this was the height of the empire, which the Brits had established through superior technology. And it was like an analogy. Now the world is being menaced by these people from Mars, a much older planet, apparently, that have, over time, developed superior technology. So, I mean, I don't know. This didn't work for me. It didn't
work for me in the slightest. As I said, I found it wobbly and creaky and just implausible, largely. Real pity.
Yeah.
Because it's a good idea to set it back in the time.
Well, I don't know. I think Spielberg did it better, actually.
Orson Welles did it pretty well too, back in the 30s. So.
Oh, I wasn't there then
Oh,
to
no.
hear that one.
Oh, well.
Look, I'd give this 3.
I'd give it 3 too, just.
You think it could be from Mars?
Something can't erupt from Mars and end up in Surrey. It's a million to 1 against.
This is nothing for anyone to be concerned about.